I don't know if y'all have seen the online auction yet, but there are freaking mules. Oh my God, wild mules. They're so cute. They're only a year old. And today's video, we're gonna go through some of the horses that are on the auction site. This is all because I saw Project Equestrian's video about the auction, saw that there were mules, logged off and wanted to do it myself. So, by the way, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Shay, and on this channel I post about my two horses, Sage, my paint mare, and Penny, my Mustang filly, as well as a little bit of horsey educational content. If you'd like to follow along, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well as ding that little notification bell. And without further ado, let's get into it. The very first horse that I noticed actually wasn't one of the higher priced ones. We'll go through all the higher priced ones, but originally I just wanted to pick out this little filly. She's not even really a filly. She's 7 years old, but I think she's so freaking cute. Something about that first picture, just the way her face looks, was so adorable. I just adore her. I think she's so cute. Her pictures are not the greatest, but she does have this really cute little like half bucking picture that is so cute. She reminds me of Penny a little bit with all that sass, so I definitely like her. She's a little small. She's only 14 hands, 7 years old. She's currently in Wheatland, Wyoming, and she came from Diamond, Nevada. She is just spunky. She's very like bouncy, so I'm kind of curious if when she's full grown, well, she is full grown, I'm kind of curious if she would be a nice ride or if she'd be a little bit bouncy. She just kind of like, she's got great movement. She's a big mover, but she's just cute. That tail straight up in the air, I can't. She's adorable. And then I went through and looked at some of these horses last night. This one still has no bids and is listed for $125. So if y'all are looking for Project Mustangs, there are so many on there. Last night, I counted all the horses with no bids, and there were 664 as of about 5:50 Pacific time last night. And so it just kind of breaks my heart that because there's really pretty colorful horses and there's mules, that everyone is overlooking these super cute little babies that are they just need good homes. This is another one that I noticed last night, and I was shocked that he only had one bid, because I think he looks gorgeous. He's got a super cute face. He's got nice chrome. I feel like he looks a little bit more warm blood than a lot of the other horses. So I really feel like he's a little bit short. Not really, he's 15-1. I really feel like he'd be a really pretty little dressage pony. His build is pretty nice. He's just got a cute face. That one photo of his neck being kind of arched is just gorgeous. He is from Sand Springs, which is in Oregon. He's currently in Bruno, Idaho. He has one bid, so he does have a $125 bid on him right now. I don't think there was a bid last night when I was looking at him, so I was kind of surprised, but he is just adorable. I love this horse. I really like his movement and everything too. He's very level-headed. That's one thing that I kind of like to look at when it comes to Mustangs. I haven't done a ton of buying, obviously. To see the ones that kind of think through the process is really nice. I like that he just kind of is trotting around. He'll drop his head down, kind of investigate, but he's not doing anything that's like, oh my God. Last night when I looked at the Molly that was listed, she was at $6,255. Right now, she's listed at $7,005, which is absolutely insane to me. I cannot fathom spending that much on a horse or mule that has no training. Granted, here's the thing. Mulestangs are pretty freaking rare. They're not something you see all the time. So the fact that there are wild mules is huge to people, and that's a big reason why they're spending the buku dollars on them. However, these are some super cute babies. I don't know that I would really invest in mules because I just don't know how tall the majority of them are going to be. If most of the burros out in the wild are pretty short, I don't really want anything that's shorter than like 14 hands. And these guys are only a year old, so who knows, they could get a bit bigger, but they range from 8 to 12 hands. That's obviously an estimate. They can't get right up next to them to be able to do a tape, but They're pretty small. Her pictures are super cute. She's got an adorable face on her. She really just looks like that perfect blend of horse and donkey. She's so cute. And I don't know enough about mule conformation to say what is good or bad about these guys. She's just really cute. I think for the most part, they were pretty quiet. I think there was one that was a little flighty, but these other ones look really good. She's a cute little trot. I'd be curious to know how many people that have wild mules, if they use them primarily for packing or if they're using them for riding the majority of the time. I'm just curious what people do. So she's currently at Litchfield, which is actually where Penny was when I first got her. This gal's only 10 hands. She's from Twin Peaks HMA, which is in California. I want to say there were quite a few horses from Twin Peaks in the last Sacramento Tip Challenge. Not the one that I did, but the one after that. The other two Johns are really cute too. I think one of them was pretty flighty from what I'm remembering, but still super cute faces. I mean, I love the dark coloring on this one. That's probably, if I were to get a mule, I really, really like the really dark bay. You guys might see all the little fuzzies on the tummy. That's actually all matting and dirt, and it's so nice once you get them back home to be able to start working on that stuff and get them super clean. It makes them look so much better. I think this one was the flighty one. He seems a little flightier than the last one. Just more of like, he's trotting, but he's not super flighty, but just that little reaction right there of a little bit of a spook. He's not too bad, but he's definitely a little flightier than the other one. This one is 12 hands, so he's the tallest of the bunch. He's also from Twin Peaks, and he's at the Litchfield holding facility in California. He's currently sitting at $3,021. Again, this one's got such a cute face. All three of them have such cute faces, so I could totally see like why people would want mules as far as wild mules, because their faces are just freaking adorable. This one's only 8 hands, so he's a tiny little thing. Again, that's an estimate, so who knows, maybe he could be closer to 10, but you don't really see until you get them trained so you can actually put a tape on them. He's also from Twin Peaks, also at the Litchfield facility. And his pictures are just super cute. He looks a little bit awkward in some of them, but you know, 1-year-old, what else are you gonna expect? Looking at this video, I mean, the fact that he was walking in a few steps, that to me says a lot. If they can at least like chill and kind of relax, they're still watching and attentive, but they're just calmer about it. So you could see that second one was definitely flightier than the other two, but it still wasn't that bad either. It's not like they're flighty in the aspect of absolutely insane. 5797, which, yep, it's the paint. Okay, she's really pretty color-wise. For me, her neck looks so long, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just some of these angles. Her neck just looks really long, and that could change with a little bit of muscling, adding to that top line. She is gorgeous in her color. I mean, she's just got all sorts of markings, and I love where they place the brand so you could really see it. Instead of sometimes you'll get like into the white where you can't see the rest of the brand. She's got a decent stride to her, so that's kind of nice. I don't know what it is about her neck looking so long to me. It just seems like her neck could have just like shrunk a little bit and then it would have been fine. That picture's so cute. The one that she's just staring straight into the camera is so cute. I know that Project Equestrian, I cannot remember her name right now. She was asking about the tail and why the tail looks so funky. It's really just because of matting. Like it wouldn't surprise me if this horse just got a matted tail, especially being in the corrals for a while. There's not really a huge place for her to go. If she's rubbing her butt up against other horses, it could get more tangled and matted. Overall, she is a cute horse. I could see why people would want to go for her. She's listed currently at $1,804. She's 14.3, which is kind of nice, a little shorter for my preference, but not bad at all. She's 6 years old and she's from High Rock, California, which I know that another couple of Mustangs from the challenge that I was in had some High Rock Mustangs, and all of them seemed like great horses. She's currently at the Bruno, Idaho facility. Another thing that I wanted to mention is I just kind of feel like I don't know that she would be my first pick if she was just a plain red color. Based off of her build, I don't know that she is one that I would see her as a plain bay or just a chestnut. And I'd go, wow, she's so gorgeous. I really think that her color makes her that high appeal. 3778 is a 4-year-old bay mare, and the pictures look cute. I do love her face. Her head almost reminds me of a Morgan. I think that's what it reminds me of. Her legs look a little bit funky, but it literally could be just the photo angle. Especially since she looks like she's kind of rocked back a little bit. Maybe she was trying to back out of the chute, but she's super cute. Otherwise, I'd love to see a better confirmation picture of her. Pretty much impossible when you're dealing with a wild horse. She's got a nice little trot. Again, she seems to be a little bit quieter than some of the other ones, just kind of trotting around, checking things out. Kind of slinked back on her butt there. That was nice. We love a good butt drop. All right, this is 6842, 8-year-old roan gelding. He is gorgeous. He's just this beefcake, and I just, God, he's so cute. I just love how thick he is. I feel like he was probably a stud for a hot minute because he just, I don't know how else to describe him other than just beefcake. He's so bulky. I love it. This angle right here, his head's kind of turned away, so it might just be a weird angle, but his shoulder looks pretty steep to me. I kind of feel like I'd love a little bit more of an angle in a shoulder, but that could be just that angle. God, he's got a gorgeous face. This picture is also beautiful. I feel like this horse is just very photogenic. Yeah, see this I feel like it's still a little bit steep in his shoulder, but it looks better than that other shot. I still think that a little bit thicker of a shoulder would have been nice. I think he's pretty chill in this too, and I just love that. He is so cute. If I could do another Mustang right now, I would probably pick him. He's gorgeous. He's a little bit older than what I would like. I mean, 8 isn't old by any means, but I think at this point I want to stick to 3 to 6-ish. That's probably the range that I'd go for. Oh, little spook. But I like that he did kind of a little spook and then he just trotted back down and just kind of got chill again. He is 14.2, so again, like a touch smaller than I would prefer, but not bad by any means. He's from the Devil's Garden Plateau in California, which I don't know if that also is associated with Devil's Garden, because I think that's also an HMA, but it's not through the BLM, it's through the Forest Service. He is in Bruno, Idaho right now. He's currently sitting at $780. To me, this one is worth more than that paint. I got nothing. I think this one is just stunning. She is really cute. I love the big blaze on her. That chrome is so pretty. The one thing with her that I'm really not a fan of is I feel like she's pretty freaking cowhocked. For those of you that don't know what that means, it's basically like if my elbows are the horse's hocks, they point in instead of staying more straight. It's just not preferable, especially when it comes to stopping. I don't think that that's something that could be a huge detriment to her. Otherwise, she looks pretty good to me. But again, just a little bit cowhocked. It could always be photo angles. I'll give that disclaimer. But the fact that in a couple of these shots, she looked a little bit cowhocked, I think that that is probably a no-go for me. The other thing I was thinking of with her is if you really look at her face, she has a lot of modeling around her nose. She also had a little bit of a walleye in this shot. And to me, I really wonder if she's more appy than she is strawberry roan. Nothing really wrong with that. It just means that her coat is not going to stay this color, most likely, if she's an appy. Penny, when I first got her, was all day, except for like a couple white spots, and now she looks like a roan. She's currently sitting at Bruno, Idaho. I feel like a lot of the ones I picked out are sitting in Idaho. She's from Diamond Hill South, which is in Nevada. She's 14.2 and currently listed at $505. Now, some of these ones I specifically picked out because they are older. Usually when horses start to get older, there's less and less interest in them, which makes sense. It just kind of sucks. So this gal is a 10-year-old mare. I actually think she's really cute. I kind of feel like she's got a little bit of a Roman nose. So I'll show you in some of the other pictures, but she definitely has a little bit of that Roman nose, concave, whatever the word is. There's a good shot to really see that Roman nose to her. So if that's something you're interested in, she'd be a great pick. She's 10 years old, so she's definitely older. She's currently sitting in Wyoming. She has no bids. She's only 14 hands, and she's from Saltwells Creek, Wyoming. It just makes me so sad to see these older horses that are still in the pens because they're older. To me, I don't see anything wrong with her. I am not the best when it comes to detecting lameness. I don't see anything with her that's blaringly obvious. I really like too that she's got a little bit thicker of a chest. She's definitely not one of those narrow Mustangs. She's got a really nice stride in this deep sand. Some of the spots you could see her really reach out in that trot right there. I really feel like some of these horses are overlooked. Also because she's just bay. She's got no chrome to her. She's very plain looking. But I feel like with some time, she could be a stunning horse. This is another older one, and I feel like she is probably overlooked, partially because she's 10, but also her face looks a little bit funky in this shot. She doesn't have the most appealing head shot, if you want to call it that, compared to some of these other horses that come in that are just in the perfect frame to where they look really appealing. She doesn't look all that appealing in this first shot. And a couple of the other pictures too, she's definitely on like the thinner side. She needs a little bit more muscling to her. I really like the markings on her face. Because she's gray, it's probably gonna change. Well, a little spooky. She's a little bit spooky. I feel like she would probably be good for someone that has a little bit more experience than just the first couple Mustangs you've ever worked with. But she's got a cute little stride. She's kind of engaging on her butt, kind of not. Kind of feel like this one would be a good prospect if she just got some more muscling to her. If she got a little bit more of a top line, she'd look a lot more appealing. Right now, she just doesn't have that thick neck, doesn't have a great top line. That's part of it. This gal is sitting in Wheatland, Wyoming right now. She's from the Saltwells Creek, Wyoming, HMA. She's 13.3, so she's a little tiny thing, and she has no bids on her right now. So she's $125 with no bids, no one fighting for her. Just breaks my heart. This horse is the oldest in the auction. She's 17 years old, which is pretty old, and I just wish that people would give them a shot. And I love the little star. She's got a little teeny tiny bit of a snip on her. Again, this is one that I feel like with some muscling, she could look fantastic. She's got beautiful feathering on her legs, my goodness. And she's a dun. Normally you see ones with no bids are plain red or bay. That's it. But she's got a tiny, tiny bit of chrome, and she's this beautiful dun. She's got the dorsal stripe and everything. She's sitting in Wyoming right now. She's 14.1, and she has no bids and $125. She's from the Divide Basin HMA, which is also in Wyoming. I love her trot. It's just big. It's just pretty. She's very big with her movements. Again, I know she's 17 and that turns a lot of people away, but she's pretty. She's really pretty. This one's face is adorable. The marking is so cute. So cute. This little gelding, 6599, he's a 1-year-old gelding. He's a roan and just the cutest little thing. And it's always hard to judge with babies because you just never know what they're gonna look like when they're full grown. So right now he looks a little bit awkward, but I'm gonna chalk it up to the fact that he's a 1-year-old. It just happens. I think he was listed at 12 hands, and honestly, I could see him more at 13, not 14. 13-ish hands. The thing with this one is he actually isn't from an HMA. His herd is from Antelope Valley, but he was born in the Carson City Correctional Facility, which is where he's currently at. So he is 12 hands. He only has a few bids on him right now. He's listed at $255. This is another really cute baby. 6688 has an adorable Blaze. My goodness. Blaze, this one's almost bald faced with how far it comes over on that side. This one's listed as Pinto because you can't see it in the photos, but it does have a little white spot on its other side. This one I would definitely think is a little bit shorter than the other one. Maybe 13 hands, but I'd probably shoot for more 12 and a half, maybe. He is pretty cute. I like his trot. A little spooky. He's sure cute though, my goodness. It's so hard to find flaws in babies because they're just cute. I just want to cuddle them. I think when this one grows up, he'll be a looker for sure. The thing to remember with some of these pictures is you have to look past the pictures themselves. Sometimes facilities are not able to get great pictures, whether that's camera quality, whether that's weather. This one is obviously snowing or raining or something else is going on. It's hard to get pictures of wild horses, but you can't overlook these ones that have kind of crappy pictures, because I just think this little gelding is adorable. He's 2 years old, little black gelding with a little star on his forehead. He's sitting at 12.3 right now, so he's only 2, so he's got time to grow for sure. He's from the Divide Basin HMA in Wyoming and currently at the Wheatland, Wyoming facility. This horse has no bids. I just am kind of floored by it because I think he's super cute, and it's just because he doesn't have the best pictures. And it's sad to me that they get so overlooked because the pictures don't look 100%. I really like his trot. He's not necessarily as big as some of the other ones that we've seen, but he does have a really cute trot. He's very quiet. I just love his little quiet mind, just checking things out. When I saw this horse, I was like, how has no one bid on it? Kind of like that other one that looked a little bit more like warm blood. How have some of these horses not got bids on them? Because that one's gorgeous. If this horse was at a facility that I could go to her, I'd probably be coming home with another horse and my husband would kill me. I have such a hard time seeing some of these horses that just have no bids because there are some beautiful horses with great movement. The problem is that they're plain in color or they have crappy pictures and they get overlooked every time, and it's so sad to me. If we go back and just look at let's do price low to high. And that should put us at all the ones with 0. I think there's about 9 per page. And just every page you look at, there are some beautiful horses. There's a nice little gray gelding right there. Gray's another one that can be overlooked because look at all this. Gray, there's a little, what is that, gelding? It's a 6-year-old gelding with a cute Blaze. Little black one. Again, because the pictures are not great, they are getting overlooked, and it's so sad. This 4-year-old gelding, look at that chrome on his face. No bids on any of these horses. 55 pages in, and there are no bids on these horses. Oh, I didn't know there were burros. Oh, they're cute. Oh my God. Oh. Come on, no bids on this 5-year-old gelding burro, which isn't that Jack? Is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Look at its little spots. Oh my God, I would die for a Pinto burro. Oh, that thing is so freaking cute. Are you kidding me? And no bids, no bids. So guys, the whole point of this video is for you to go spend all your money on wild Mustangs. Okay, you guys, that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I love looking through these auctions and seeing what kind of horses are out there. Please, please, please don't bypass those ones that don't have good pictures, are in their winter coat, are in the muddy weather. They still have some beautiful horses that are there. They're just being overlooked. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.